How shocking was Xiao Yan's breakthrough to a 6-star Dou Sheng. Ling Quan was scared out of his wits. Yuan accepted him as his son-in-law on the spot, and even Lei Ying, the leader of the Lei clan, was left stunned. In the original novel of Battle Through the Heavens, back when Xiao Yan first stood before the gates of the Gu clan, Ling Quan had been full of arrogance and confidence. As the commander of the Black Submerged Army, with the towering Gu clan behind him, his strength completely crushed Xiao Yan, who was only at the Dou Zun level at the time. Ling Quan had every reason to look down on him. With cold and mocking words, he ridiculed this countryside brat who dared to dream of touching the Gu clan's precious jewel. In Ling Quan's eyes, Xiao Yan was nothing more than an insect he could crush at any moment. The turning point began when news from the demon flame realm spread. Xiao Yan had not only walked out of that deadly place alive, but he had also subdued the purifying demonic lotus flame in one move, causing his strength to soar to the 5-star Dou Sheng level. From that moment, Ling Quan's world began to tilt. He was forced to accept that the boy he once despised had now reached a height he had to look up to. But deep in his heart, his unwillingness spread like poisonous weeds. He comforted himself by saying it was only luck, that Xiao Yan was merely a sudden upstart. Reality soon slapped him even harder. During the destruction of the Yao clan, Hun Sha, one of the 4 demon saints of the Hun clan, personally hunted Xiao Yan down. Hun Sha was an old monster at the late 7-star Dou Sheng level, a true core combat force of the Hun clan. Everyone believed that Xiao Yan, who had just advanced to 5-star Dou Sheng, was doomed. But what happened? Xiao Yan not only escaped successfully, but in a desperate situation, he swallowed the 9th-tier profound pill he had refined himself. After reaching the Gu clan, he forcefully broke through to the middle stage of 6-star Dou Sheng. Then, together with Gu Dao, one of the 3 immortals of the Gu clan, he successfully forced Hun Sha back. Not long after, a large group of reinforcements from the Gu clan finally arrived late. The one leading them was Ling Quan. After many years without meeting, Ling Quan's expression was extremely ugly. He had remained in the Gu realm all these years, but he had already heard about Xiao Yan's heaven-defying achievements. In particular, Xiao Yan had killed the Hall of Souls chief alone and led the Sky Mansion Alliance to dominate the Central Plains. Those feats alone were enough for Ling Quan to look up to him for the rest of his life. And before such a terrifying figure, Ling Quan now felt like nothing more than an ant. Naturally, he no longer dared to treat Xiao Yan with the same arrogance as before. After briefly explaining what had happened to the Yao clan, Xiao Yan asked Gu Dao to arrange an urgent meeting with Yuan. Before long, inside a grand and imposing hall, all the elders of the Gu clan had gathered. Sitting in the central seat was Yuan, whom Xiao Yan had met twice before. On his left sat the 3 immortals of the Gu clan, including Gu Dao. Xiao Yan also saw several familiar faces in the other seats, such as Elder Tongxian, Suner, and Gu Qingyang. Back then, when Xiao Yan first entered the Gu clan, his Dou Zun strength had not been enough to enter the eyes of most of the clan members. But in just a few short years, he had not only subdued the purifying demonic lotus flame, killed the once unrivaled chief of the Hall of Souls, and dominated the Central Plains, he had also broken through all the way to the middle stage of 6-star Dou Sheng. His strength was now even above Suner, the Gu clan's most gifted genius. He was only slightly weaker than the 3 immortals of the Gu clan. Because of this, the looks many Gu clan elders gave him became complicated and hard to describe. After entering the hall, Xiao Yan respectfully spoke. Xiao Yan greets clan leader Yuan. Yuan nodded repeatedly, his tone filled with admiration. To reach such a level in less than 10 years. If Xiao Xian knew of this, he would surely be deeply comforted. From now on, you may call me uncle. Although my seniority is far above yours, who asked me to have such a daughter? As soon as those words fell, Suner's face instantly turned red. Clearly, Yuan already knew that Xiao Yan had taken her innocence, and he had accepted this future son-in-law. Xiao Yan froze for a moment before quickly changing his words. Thank you, Uncle Yuan. After that, he began explaining the destruction of the Yao clan. As soon as the Yao clan ceremony ended, Nihility Devouring Flame led the Hun clan experts out. Even more terrifying was the fact that this being could transform into countless members of the Devouring Spirit clan, specifically to devour the Yao clan's bloodline power. When they heard this, Gu Yuan and the elders were all shocked. In ancient times, the devouring spirit clan had been destroyed by the combined forces of the great ancient clans because they could devour the bloodline power of other races. As for Nihility Devouring Flame, it was ranked second on the Heavenly Flame ranking. Long ago, it had reached an agreement with Hun Tiandi and had been working for the Hun clan ever since. Gu Yuan had heavily injured Nihility Devouring Flame 1,000 years ago. Now that it had appeared again, it seemed its injuries had fully recovered. Thinking of this, Gu Yuan finally understood why the Hun clan had been able to avoid their investigations. It was Nihility Devouring Flame that had swallowed the entire Yao realm into its stomach. Many people in the hall sucked in a breath of cold air. To swallow an entire space into one's body. How terrifying was that? At this point, a thought flashed through Gu Yuan's mind. The last clan leader of the Devouring Spirit clan seemed to have been captured by the Hun clan. Nihility Devouring Flame's devouring ability was also frighteningly powerful. Most likely, after devouring that clan leader, it had inherited the other party's abilities. If that was the case, then the reason the Hun clan's Dou D bloodline had continued endlessly without drying up finally made sense. The hall became so silent that one could hear a pin drop. No one had expected the Hun clan to have hidden such a deep secret. Gu Yuan lifted his head and looked toward the distant direction of the Hun realm. Now that the Hun clan has attacked the Ling clan, the Shi clan, and the Yao clan, they likely have two goals. First, to collect bloodline power. Second, to seize the pieces of the ancient god Tu Shi's jade. It seems Hun Tiandi can no longer sit still. When Xiao Yan heard the name Hun Tiandi, his heart stirred. So this was the name of the Hun clan's leader. It was domineering enough. Perhaps in the entire continent, the only one who could truly contend with him was Gu Yuan, who stood before him now. After a moment of silence, Xiao Yan spoke. Uncle Gu, the Hun clan already has 4 pieces of the ancient jade. Next, they will definitely use any method necessary to obtain the remaining pieces. They may also target the Yan clan, the Lei clan, and even the Gu clan one by one. We cannot simply wait here to be attacked. Gu Yuan's face darkened like still water. Ever since the Great War between the Xiao clan and the Hun clan 1,000 years ago, the Xiao clan had disappeared as a restraint. Because of that, the Gu clan had never dared to truly clash with the Hun clan head-on. If they won, everything would be fine. But if they lost, they would lose everything. Seeing that Gu Yuan still could not make a decision, Xiao Yan raised his voice. Uncle Gu, if we fight, there is still a chance to survive. But if we continue waiting like this, the fate of the Ling clan, the Shi clan, and the Yao clan will fall on us sooner or later. Once these words were spoken, Gu Yuan slowly sighed and finally made his decision. Good boy. You have courage. Someone, send word to the Yan clan and the Lei clan. Invite both clan leaders here to discuss a matter of life and death. Hearing this, Xiao Yan let out a heavy sigh of relief. He had personally seen how powerful the Hun clan was. If even the Gu clan chose to remain still, then disaster would soon descend upon the entire continent, and the survival of the Sky Mansion Alliance would also be at stake. Once the decision was made, the Gu clan elders all became solemn. After 1,000 years, the 2 strongest superclans on the continent were finally about to clash again. Before long, the Gu clan entered a state of full alert. Large numbers of experts were sent to the Central Plains to closely watch every movement of the Hun clan. Xiao Yan did not rush to leave the Gu clan, because there was still some residual energy from the 9th tier profound pill left in his body that he needed to refine. Without realizing it, he cultivated for more than 10 days. At last, he fully absorbed that energy, and his strength stabilized at the middle stage of 6 Star Dou Sheng. Afterward, Suner brought him to the discussion hall. The people from the Yan clan and Lei clan had already arrived. In an inconspicuous corner of the hall, Suner pointed toward a figure sitting to the left of the main seat and said, That person in the crimson robe is the Yan clan leader, Yan Jin. The one beside him is Lei Ying, the leader of the Lei clan. He is an 8-star Dou Sheng, and his strength is similar to Yan Jin's. According to Suner, Lei Ying was especially fond of battle. Back then, he had even fought Xiao Xian before, but he had been defeated. While the two were talking, Donghua suddenly came over and said that he had come to ask for help. It turned out that after the Lei clan's people arrived, They had not settled down at all. They went around provoking the Black Submerged Army. The younger generation of the Gu clan had no choice but to accept their challenges. But in the end, even Gu Xing, Gu Yi, and Gu Qingyang had lost. Sooner was startled. The current Gu Qingyang was already a 2-star Dou Sheng. If even he could not win, then the opponent had to be the most dazzling genius the Lei clan had produced in several hundred years, the person being trained as their next clan leader, Lei Dong. Sooner then explained that the Lei clan had once come to the Gu clan to propose marriage, hoping to pair her with Lei Dong. At the time, many elders of the Gu clan had supported it, but later, because of certain events, the matter was dropped. After Xiao Yan heard this, he felt somewhat uncomfortable. Gu Hua wanted Sooner to go and regain their dignity, but Sooner had no interest at all. Left with no choice, he could only ask Xiao Yan, this future brother-in-law, to step in. Xiao Yan smiled. These years, I have been dealing with old monsters so often that I almost forgot how young I still am. I would like to see what kind of ability this fellow who dared to compete with me for my wife has. At that moment, on a training ground, many young people from the Yan clan, Lei clan, and Gu clan had gathered. In the center of the field, Gu Qingyang, Gu Yi, Ling Quan, and the others were glaring angrily at the Lei clan's side. Opposite them, more than a dozen young Lei clan members were laughing mockingly. I thought the Gu clan's Black Submerged Army was supposed to be powerful. Even your commander, Gu Qingyang, lost to big brother Lei Dong. It seems the younger generation of our Lei clan is much stronger than yours. One commander of the Black Submerged Army shouted angrily. The strongest among our Gu clan's younger generation is Miss Sooner. If you have the ability, go challenge her. When Lei Dong heard this, a strange emotion flashed through his eyes. Back then, he and Miss Sooner had almost been matched together. Since he had come to the Gu clan this time, he had to meet her no matter what. Perhaps if the clan leaders tried to arrange it again, the matter might still succeed. As the two sides were arguing fiercely, Xiao Yan and Sooner suddenly appeared in the field. The moment Sooner appeared, the eyes of the Lei clan's young men were filled with amazement. But when their gazes shifted to Xiao Yan, mocking smiles appeared on their faces. You came here to regain face? But you are not even from the Gu clan. Gu Qingyang said in a deep voice, Brother Xiao Yan is Miss Sooner's future husband. In that sense, he can also be considered part of the Gu clan. Lei Dong was stunned. Xiao Yan, the man who defeated the chief of the Hall of Souls. Of course he also wanted to test him. The battle began quickly. Lei Dong's long spear thrust forward like a violent storm. His fierce attacks caused even Gu Qingyang's heart to tremble. If he had been the one standing there, he likely would not have lasted long before losing. Lei Dong was now at the late 3-star Dou Sheng level. With his mutated lightning Dou Qi, his attack power could rival that of a 4-star Dou Sheng. Unfortunately, no matter how desperately he fought and no matter what abilities he used, before Xiao Yan's middle stage 6-star Dou Sheng strength, he could not even touch the corner of Xiao Yan's clothes. In the end, Xiao Yan knocked him down with a single palm strike. After the battle ended, the Black Submerged Army was about to cheer when Lei Ying's thunderous laughter suddenly resounded through the sky. Good boy from the Xiao clan. Watching you fight has made my hands itch. I wonder if you have the courage to receive one palm from me. Gu Qingyang and Sooner's expressions changed. The Lei clan leader was famous for protecting his own people. Xiao Yan had defeated the genius of his clan in public, causing him to lose face. Just as Xiao Yan frowned, Lei Ying laughed again. Boy from the Xiao clan, how about this? I will only use 50% of my strength. Seeing this old man press him step by step, Xiao Yan took a deep breath. Right now, standing behind him was the Sky Mansion Alliance. If he did not want to be looked down upon when the three clans joined forces, he had to display strength that would make others afraid to underestimate him. Thinking of this, Xiao Yan cupped his hands and said, Xiao clan's Xiao Yan asks for guidance. The entire crowd burst into an uproar. In terms of seniority, Lei Ying was far above Xiao Yan. Moreover, with his 8-star Dou Sheng strength, even if he used only half of it, that would still be enough to make a 7-star Dou Sheng suffer. At that moment, Gu Yuan and the Yan clan leader appeared in the sky. Seeing that Lei Ying wanted to bully a junior with his seniority, Gu Yuan was startled. Lei Ying, with your status, it is not very appropriate for you to attack Xiao Yan, is it? Lei Ying's laughter was like thunder. You all know my temper. When I fight someone, I do not care about age or seniority. I only care about ability. Xiao Yan smiled calmly. I have long heard of clan leader Lei Ying's great name. To exchange blows with you today is this junior's honor. A trace of admiration flashed through Gu Yuan's eyes. This boy not only had strength, but his courage was not small either. He was worthy of his daughter. The battle began. With a thought from Xiao Yan, little E quickly merged with him. A pink crystal-like body spread across him, and his aura instantly soared to the early 7-star Dou Sheng level. Then Xiao Yan slowly condensed 6 kinds of heavenly flames into a 6-colored fire lotus. The moment the fire lotus appeared, even Yan Jin and Gu Yuan, who stood not far away, could not help turning their eyes toward it. Lei Ying's expression grew serious. Lightning exploded in his palm. Heaven-tier advanced Dou technique, Thunder Calamity Palm. The fire lotus and the lightning palm imprint crashed together violently. An earth-shaking explosion rang across the entire Gu realm. With a crackling sound, Xiao Yan was blasted back several hundred meters by the shockwave, while Lei Ying only took a few steps back. Just as everyone was shocked, Gu Yuan waved his sleeve, and the explosion in the sky was swallowed completely by a massive black hole. After doing this, he clapped his hands and smiled. Lei Ying, your Thunder Calamity Palm was not just 50% strength, was it? Lei Ying was not angry. Instead, he laughed heartily. Ha ha ha. Good boy. As expected of Xiao Xian's descendant.